The number one most important thing in helping you become a profitable sports bettor is by far the tools you use to help you become successful. In today's video, I want to share with you guys the tools that I use to help me find profitable bets and become a long-term winning sports bettor. One of the biggest keys in finding long-term profitable bets is being quick. These sports books do not want to leave up plays on their books that have a long-term edge against them. So if you find something with an edge, you need to be able to bet it very quickly. Otherwise, the sports books are either going to change the odds or remove these plays off the board. And if you are quick enough to get this value in before the sports books adjust their lines, then you've secured closing line value, which means if you got something at minus 115, but by time the game start, it's minus 140, you've secured elite value and expected profit long term. Anytime you see those odds adjust in your favor, you know you made a good bet. But now, how do we find elite value and get it in fast enough before these books are able to either bump their projections or adjust their odds? The tool/website I use is called Daily Grind Fantasy, where it helps you compare sports books lines and odds back to PrizePicks, Underdog, Fliff, these different DFS apps to find the best possible value when comparing back to that sportsbook market. Right away here, we can see that there are some good plays on PrizePicks when comparing back to the projections and odds on the sportsbooks. We see SGA over 42.5 points, rebounds, and assists. There's only one other sportsbook that has this at 42.5 as their projection, and that's Pinnacle. They are favoring the over at minus 125 odds. However, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different data points that are all saying this should be set to 43.5 PRA. We're securing this at the best odds of minus 119 in a 5 or 6 man flex on PrizePicks and at 42.5. So if Pinnacle comes up to 43.5, we would have secured exactly one full PRA difference when comparing to the entire sportsbook market. Or Brandon Ingram, for both of these lines, his points and assists and points, rebounds, and assists. We can see his points and assists set to 32.5 on PrizePicks, and the optimizers at Daily Grind Fantasy are suggesting the under on PrizePicks at 32.5 because if you scan the rest of the sportsbook market, 3 different books had this set to 31.5. DraftKings and Bovada both favoring the under at minus 125 odds. However, there's one other book that is matching PrizePicks at 32.5, but they are favoring the under at minus 128. Again, we get this at minus 119 on PrizePicks in 5 and 6 man flexes. Also, 37.5 PRA favoring the under on PrizePicks is what the tool is telling you to take. You can see that this is favored under 37.5 on multiple books and now even bumped down to 36.5 on 3 other books. Well, how do we know that we secured good value on PrizePicks on these plays that were being suggested by Daily Grind Fantasy? Well, let's look at it. SGA was being suggested over 42.5 PRA. If we go to PrizePicks, we can see that SGA has been bumped up one full PRA to 43.5. And then for Brandon Ingram points and assists, under 32.5 was being suggested. Now on PrizePicks, he's been bumped down one full point assist to 31.5. And last but not least, let's look at his under 37.5 PRA we also talked about. This is now at 37 on PrizePicks, so only bumped down 0.5 PRA, but still secured good value on that. But how does this tool work? How does it know what is good value? All it's simply doing is comparing to these different sports books, seeing what their projections and odds are, right? And then finding where PrizePicks is an outlier compared to the rest of the market, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other data points that's saying that this should be around 43.5 when PrizePicks is lagging behind the rest of the market. There's some clear value taking the over on one full PRA lower than the rest of the market. But the biggest thing is the fact that Daily Grind Fantasy pulls all of this different sportsbook information into one place at one time for you to be able to quickly and efficiently scan the market and find whatever book is the outlier when comparing back to the rest of the sportsbook market. So having all this information in one place in Daily Grind Fantasy, doing all the math on the back end to spit out just what is the best value, allows you to get these plays in quickly before the bumps. You basically have to do zero thinking and just enter in these top green plays into your slips. Now you can look for certain things to help give yourself a little bit more confidence. Like I always say, the more data points, the better, right? If you have 5 books that agree this line should be set here, and then you have the one outlier, in this instance being PrizePicks, saying it should be set here, we are always going to trust 5 books a lot more often than we are going to trust that one other book. But like with Will Howard, if we have a 1-to-1 comparison, we don't have the confidence that 5 other major sports books are backing us against this one outlier. It's only a 1-to-1 comparison, although Fliff is showing this is heavily favored at minus 265 for Will Howard to not score a rush plus receiving touchdown, right? That seems really good if we are getting a minus 265 play at minus 119 odds. So you might want to trust it, but it's going to be up to you and what you trust, whether it's a 1-to-1 comparison or if you'd rather have 3+ books on every single play you place on PrizePicks. And these percentages right here that are found via Daily Grind Fantasy's math on the back end, where it devigs these sportsbooks lines and finds that true fair odds percentage, also known as odds percent to hit, is huge to have available to you very quickly, because on PrizePicks, playing 5- and 6-man flexes, which are mathematically the most profitable slip types to play, you need to be right on your individual legs above 54.2+% of the time in order to be profitable long-term playing those slip types. And now doing this on sportsbook-like apps like Fliff, you are mostly looking at the odds you are getting these plays at. Right now on Fliff, Wendell Carter under 17.5 points plus rebounds is listed at minus 135 odds. But if we look at the rest of the sportsbook market, we have 2 other sportsbook setting odds for this at minus 160 and minus 169. So those 2 other sportsbooks are saying this is heavily favored to happen based on how they are pricing it at minus 160 plus, when Fliff believes this has a lesser chance to hit the under based on how they are pricing it at minus 135. So securing this value at minus 135 is huge when the rest of the sportsbook market is telling you and agreeing that this should be around minus 165. Long-term, betting this at minus 135 before Fliff decides to end up matching the market around minus 160 is going to create you profit. Look here, a $100 wager at minus 135 would profit you $74. If you made this same wager once it got bumped at minus 165, you would only profit $60. So you are making $14 just by getting this at the best odds before it bumps to match the market. And this is exactly what I'm saying when I'm talking about beating closing lines secures you expected profit, right? You are securing $14 of extra profit, and you're getting the confidence that those other sportsbooks are saying that Fliff has this totally mispriced and you are getting an edge against them. You already do this in everyday life, and I use this example a lot, but let's say you are going shopping for your weekly groceries, and you know if you go to Walmart, a lot of the stuff that you need is on sale, but Stop and Shop and Publix also have the things you need, but just not on sale. You're going to go to Walmart where you're going to pay $85 for your weekly groceries instead of $100 or $105 at those other 2 places, securing yourself about $15 to $20 in savings, or aka expected profit. And if you go to the cheapest store every single week, saving $15, $20, $10 here and there, that really creates your savings account where you are saving money. It's the same thing with sports betting. If you continually get $15, $20, $5 in expected profit on every single bet you place, it's going to add up and you are going to become a profitable sports bettor. Daily Grind Fantasy even has something called the AI slip generator that's going to use AI line comparing technology to scan the market and then just build out full slips for you to tail. You don't have to do any manual odd scanning on the optimizers or research at all. It's going to simply just spit out slips for you to tail, and you get the best possible value because you know AI is doing the line comparing that we just talked about, where it's scanning the rest of the market back to whatever DFS app you want to play it on and getting you the best value. Talk about beating the bumps. It takes you maybe 30 seconds to enter in these slips on whatever app you're playing and secure the value. Using the AI slip generator for PrizePicks is a literal cheat code because PrizePicks allows us to use a one-click bet button that will load up your full slip that the AI slip generator is recommending into your PrizePicks account. All you simply do is enter in the amount you would want to play that slip for and then hit submit, and it's that easy to secure the best value. Since October of 2023 when this tool launched, this tool is up over 2,077 units, which means a $20 unit bettor, somebody that places $20 per slip, would be up over $41,000, tailing the slips off the AI slip generator. If you guys are interested in signing up for Daily Grind Fantasy, I will leave a link down in the description below, but if you use code Dustin DGF6, you will get 25% off your very first month. I will say this, you are not faster than these sports books. I promise if you were trying to manually go to FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, and look up what the odds are in a specific play, and then try and bet it on PrizePicks or Fliff, the odds or lines are going to move because you are too slow. You need a tool like Daily Grind Fantasy that is going to easily show you the best value. That way you can quickly get it in. Think about becoming a profitable sports bettor as an investment. And with any investment, you have to put money in to get money out. Let's say you were investing in a new startup company. You gave them $20,000 and then down the line, they sold for $10 million. Your $20,000 investment profited you now $500,000, right? Same thing with sports betting. You have to put money in, let's say, by signing up for tools that might cost you a few bucks monthly, but the profits you could see long-term could be huge. So yes, I do highly suggest signing up for a tool like Daily Grind Fantasy and investing in yourself to help you make a ton of money sports betting. And that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys learned something and or enjoyed this video. And if you did, drop a like on the way out. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button as we post sports betting content like this every single week.